Good morning, students. Welcome back. So today we start with our first experiment for your practicals, and that is nothing but volumetric analysis. So basically this particular experiment is called redox titration. Now the word itself, you understand, redox titration, or the reaction which is going to take place here is redox reaction. One chapter already we have completed in 11th standard, redox reaction. So some idea about this particular concept you should have. So when we start with the experiment, you should know the aim of the experiment. So aim of this experiment is to perform redox titration of oxalic acid against KMnO4 solution. Now as you can see here, this solution here is a C10 solution, KMnO4 solution. Okay, then we have oxalic acid solution, C11 oxalic acid solution. And C12 solution for the experiment is dilute sulfuric acid. Now to perform the experiment. So dear students, as you know that the procedure experiment, okay, this particular experiment, the procedure already is known to you. Try to recollect what you have done in 11th standard. All the apparatus you know, okay, burette stand, okay, conical flask, we have 25 ml pipette, we have funnel, to add the solution in the burette, which is called burette solution, and we have burner. Okay, so today we have the spirit lamp here. We are using spirit lamp in place of burner. Now the procedure, very simple. First you have to wash all the apparatus with water, that is burette, then conical flask, pipette, okay, you have to wash with water. Then in the washed clean burette, okay, first fix this burette in the burette stand. This is the burette stand, okay, fix it in the burette stand, and then with the help of funnel, you fill the burette with KMnO4 solution, okay, KMnO4 solution up to 0 mark, okay, up to 0 mark, and remove the funnel and keep it down. Once this part is over, okay, the next step will be pipetting out oxalic acid solution, okay, pipetting out 25 ml oxalic acid solution in the conical flask. Okay, so we have 25 ml pipette, okay, and you know how to pipette out. You pipette out, okay, 25 ml calibration or the mark you can see here, okay, on the pipette. Okay, so pipette out exact 25 ml and then add this 25 ml oxalic acid solution in the conical flask. Okay, then add one test tube, that is 20 ml, one test tube, 20 ml dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, dilute sulfuric acid. Now as you can see here, some disturbance is there in the test tube. That means the test tube is not properly washed. In this case, you can throw this solution, and then again wash it properly, and you take dilute sulfuric acid 20 ml. Now the sulfuric acid solution is very clear, as you can see here. So this particular 20 ml dilute sulfuric acid we have to add in the conical flask, which is already containing 25 ml of oxalic acid solution. Mix it properly, and then the next step will be you have to heat the solution approximately up to 60 degrees centigrade. So how we come to know that the solution in the conical flask has reached 60 degrees centigrade? You can find vapors, only vapors you have to observe which are coming from the mouth of the conical flask here. Don't allow the solution to boil. So at this stage, when we clearly observe that water vapors have started condensing on the inner side of the conical flask, as you can see on the top side, vapors. So you stop heating this solution and titrate against KMnO4 solution taken in the burette. Now the end point. End point has to be light pink color, persistent light pink color. So let's start with the titration. So drop wise you continue adding. At one stage you may find that you're getting the light pink color, but you have to mix the solution properly. For example, at this stage you feel that you're getting light pink color, but as you can see, when you mix, again the solution is colorless. So be careful in this particular step. So at this stage we are getting a pink color, and this pink color has to persist, it has to remain. Okay, after mixing, if it disappears, that means you have to continue adding, but already we have got the pink color. Okay, and now because of the high temperature of the solution, okay, it might turn slightly brownish after some time. So immediately when you get the pink color, it will remain for at least 15 seconds, 15-20 seconds. Okay, that reading we have to note down, okay, which is seen on the burette. Now noting down the burette reading, you start from top, 0, 1, 2, 3, okay, and then you see the upper meniscus of this solution, means upper level is coinciding with which reading, that you have to note down. And we are observing upper meniscus because it is a colored solution. Lower meniscus you cannot see, that's why. Okay, so first reading, for example, I am here getting 35. Okay, so similarly you have to take 2 more readings which has to be, okay, similar to this reading if you have taken correctly, and then you have to note down in a tabular format in your practical book. Now taking the 3 readings which are similar, okay, which are supposed to be similar, then you will get concordant reading, one concordant reading. That means if I am getting 35 here, remaining 2 readings also if I will get 35, following the same procedure again, okay, filling the burette again up to 0 mark, okay, then throwing this solution, okay, washing, then again pipetting out 25 ml oxalic acid, okay, and adding sulfuric acid, heating, and then again titrating. So same procedure if you follow, and if you get same reading, so you have to take the mean of all the 3 readings, and you will get one reading which is called concordant reading. With the help of the concordant reading, then we will do the final calculation, okay, which they have asked in our aim of the experiment. So dear students, this was the procedure. Okay, once you get the reading, final step will be calculation. So now, how to write this experiment in your practical manual? You have already been given a practical manual, okay, and as you can see, chemistry practical record, okay, then we have the certificate page, okay, and then we have index page. So you start writing like this: volumetric analysis, first page you give the heading, okay, and then right hand side writing part, aim, procedure, okay, observation table on the left hand side, okay, observations and observation table on the left hand side. Continue the procedure. If you are not able to complete on the first right hand side page, continue on the next page, then below that calculation, and finally after the calculation, result. Okay, so this way you have to write in your practical manual. Don't enter anything in the index page. Don't write anything in the index page, you wait for instructions. Okay. Now writing this experiment, you will receive a PDF. Okay, PDF, I will send a PDF for this writing part, and there I will mention, okay, there I will mention which all parts you have to write on the right hand side page and what you have to write on the left hand side page for this particular experiment. Don't make any mistake, okay, otherwise, okay, you have to write again. Secondly, after writing down entering the experiment in the manual, you have to send the images of this particular experiment as you are sending for our notes. Okay, you take the proper, click the proper images of all the pages for the experiment, and in the PDF format you have to send me for correction. Okay, and get your feedback for the experiment. So this was all about volumetric analysis, dear students. Okay, and since you have done in 11th standard, it will be slightly easier for you to understand. You know the procedure. Okay, so in the next video link for practicals, okay, we will continue with the 2 more experiments. So once you get the feedback for all the experiments, you understand the procedure for all the experiments, you enter all the experiments in the manual. Okay, then for the first time examination, as we know that 30 marks are allotted for the practicals, so you have to be serious and okay, properly enter the experiments which I will be showing you here in your practical manual. Okay, so take care, keep well. Okay, we'll continue the next experiment in our next video. Thanks for today. Thank you.